welcome back to my channel and thanks so much for spending part of your day with me. If you're new here, my name is Michawns and I do weekly DIYs, hauls, vlogs, and other fun things. So make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the bell next to it so you don't miss an upload. And if you continue to enjoy this video, give me a big thumbs up as it definitely helps out my channel. In today's video, I have just some fun Christmas DIY decor items for you. I had so much fun doing them. All right, dolls, let's get started. So for the first DIY, I am using two ornaments from Dollar Tree. They are elf feet ornaments. And then I'm also going to be reusing this flowers and garden bucket or can, whatever, tin can, whatever you want to call it, that I got from Dollar Tree during spring. And then I thought I wanted to use this red ribbon that I got from Dollar Tree, but I'm going to go ahead and use something else. So to make my elf feet or legs and feet stand up, I'm going to go ahead and kind of deconstruct them first. I'm going to cut off the top of their stockings or whatever and open them up and going to go ahead and fill them. Now you can fill them with whatever you have on hand. I just was at my crafting station and had this rag on hand. I could have totally just used some like cotton balls and filled it up, or some fake, snow that I had, but I just didn't get up and this is what I had and thought that it would be pretty easy and cool to put in there. And I actually really like how it turned out. It was hard to get in a little bit, but it made it as stiff as it could be, as stiff as I wanted it to be so it could stand up. And basically that's what I'm going to do for all four of these legs. Then I'm going to go ahead and take the top of the stocking, going to go ahead and cut that in half because the legs are not going to be together anymore. Cut that in half and then just figure out which part I want to put on which leg and then just really just glue that in there. It's super easy, super quick to do. Just glue it together. You guys hear my little baby again? He's trying to talk to me. But there are what those four legs look like. Then I'm going to take some bamboo skewers that I picked up from Dollar Tree. I've actually had these for years. So, I mean, yeah, I didn't really have to buy them. They were just in my kitchen. And then I'm just going to go ahead and poke those through. This is why I would recommend probably using some cotton balls or something a little softer, because it was hard for me to stick my put my sticks through. So then next I'm going to go ahead and use this placemat. I have actually used this on a few DIYs for my buffalo check series, and I'm just going to use the back part of this. So if you saw my wreath DIY, this is the piece that I am using for that wreath, the front piece. So this is for this can, I'm using just the red, the solid red part on it. So yeah, and then for the next thing I'm going to do is going to go ahead and cover up my flowers and garden tin. And all I'm going to do is bunch it together where I see fit. There's no real rhyme or reason, but once I just start bunching it together, I just glue it to the side of it as you see. So all I'm going to do is just cover up the outside of the tin as best I can. There will be some pieces that are a little bit shorter, pieces that are a little bit longer in areas, but just kind of manipulating it and pulling it over and gluing it down to make it look like a little Christmas basket, pretty much. I'm not going to do anything with the handles. I'm just going to leave them there because you just don't really notice them too much. And I mean, it goes fine with my theme. Then I'm going to go ahead and take this white foam piece that I picked up from Dollar Tree. And then I had a lot of these picks on hand. I'm going to go ahead and take off just the greenery part because I want to kind of hide the inside of the tin. I didn't have a lot of other fillers to use, and I really wanted this to stay true to a Christmas fun decor, and make it look like kind of grass, make it look like the elves are inside of pretty much like Santa's bag or something. If you get it, great. If you don't, that's okay too, but this is the vision that I had, and I think it turned out great because I'm actually using these Christmas presents ornaments that I had already on hand from Dollar Tree last year. One of them was broken on the side. My son broke it, so I'm just kind of placing it in there so it hides it a little bit. But this is how it turned out. I actually went ahead and off camera wrapped some twine around the top of that basket because I wanted to make it look a little bit more realistic as a present bag or Santa's bag. And I thought it was so cute, so fun. And I hope you can achieve it. For the next DIY, I am going to be using this Beachy sign that I got from Dollar Tree a long time ago, obviously. And then I picked up this stake from Walmart. It was 97 cents. And just going to take apart the top part of the sleigh rides and not going to use that. I'm just using the stake. Next, I'm using some truffle and mineral chalk paint that I got from Walmart. Isaiah, I'm trying to do something. Okay. God bless you. Next, I am then going to take apart the ribbon on the back of this Beachy sign, sand it down because it has a lot of glitter on it, and then just wipe that away to get it clean, and before I start painting the paint on there. And I'm going for a different kind of woodsy look on here. This is my first time doing two paints over each other in a way to make it look like weathered wood. So work with me here. Let me know in the comments below if you think I've achieved it, what I could do differently. I've seen a few other people doing other things, but I just kind of wanted to take my own little take on it. So I'm using the truffle paint first. I'm pretty sure I just did one coat. And then I'm just actually going to go ahead and dry it with my hair dryer. I had one of my subscribers say that I should probably do that because sometimes my DIYs take a little long because I'm waiting for it to dry overnight. And thank you so much, girl. This helped save me so much time. I really appreciate it. And then the next thing I'm going to do is kind of attempt to dry brush the mineral paint on top of it. The first plaque didn't work out the way that I wanted. I put a little bit too much paint on my brush while I was painting it, but the other two came out pretty good. I think as I went along, I got more comfortable with this technique and what I wanted to achieve and accomplish. And that last one literally came out how I imagined it in my head. The first one, not so much. So I'm just going to try to figure out how to kind of hide that with the phrases that I'm going to put on there. So my phrases that I'm going to put on there, I'm using a bistro chalk marker that I got from Walmart a long time ago. And my phrases are just Santa's workshop, candy cane lane, and hot chocolate. I love how these turned out. I just remember taking my son to like a Santa's village when we were in South Carolina visiting family for the holidays one year, and they had this sign up, and it's kind of a play off of that, and I just love it. It's so cute. And so for my candy cane lane, I had this candy cane ornament that I already had on hand from Dollar Tree last year. I took off the joy part because I thought I would be able to take off the glue like part right there, and didn't realize it was just kind of a bare blank space. So I just decided to glue back on the joy on there and glue it to the corner of the candy cane lane. This is the one that I painted too much, so that's kind of how I'm hiding it. Then to make it look like these signs have a little bit of like snow that fell on them and that's set on them, I'm just using my chalk marker and just kind of doing squiggly lines on the edges, just randomly all over the place. Not a lot, but not enough, like not too little, but not a lot, if you get my drift. So I'm just kind of doing it around to where I see fit. Next, to add a little bit more to the other two signs, since I had the candy canes on candy cane lane, for the hot chocolate sign, I'm going to go ahead and wrap some twine around the front of the sign, just as much as or as little as you want. It doesn't matter how much you do. I probably should have did a little bit more just to give it a little bit more depth, but I like how it turned out. Then for Santa's workshop, I had this ribbon that I actually got from Valentine's Day last year. It's like it's a red and white checkered pattern, and I just diagonally glued that to the back of the sign. And then I'm taking the stake, placing the signs on there to where they fit best. I honestly wish I would have had a larger stake, but because it's only 3 signs and the signs are really small, it actually worked out perfectly, because if I had a bigger stake, I probably would have had to do more signs. But I wish it was just a tiny bit longer, like maybe another length longer of one of those signs, to where it didn't look so bunched up together. But I love how it turned. So I went ahead and just put it in this same bucket that I had those elves feet in. So I'm gonna have to make another one, which won't be too hard to do because I have everything on hand. For the next DIY, I am making a fun like Christmas scene using this this picture that I got from Dollar Tree last year. I'm going to go ahead and paint on the inside of it. I'm using the back side, obviously. Going to paint on the inside of it this antique white paint. Like I said, I do not have any more white paint, and I haven't been able to go out and buy any. I'm using a lot of stuff that I had last year, reusing stuff that's in my house, because, you know, a girl is struggling over here. So I need to just be creative and reaching out to all my budget-friendly people out there. So what I'm going to do to create a snow effect at the bottom is just use some cotton balls, tear them apart a little bit, and then glue them down to the bottom. Then I'm going to go ahead and rearrange all of my miniature little trinkets that I have to the bottom to see how I like them. I picked up this sleigh ornament from Dollar Tree earlier during the Christmas season, probably during Halloween when it was first came out, and using the Let It Snow part, just tearing that off. Then I'm going to go ahead and use this fake snowflakes that I got from Dollar General and mix it up with some Mod Podge and kind of glue it on there because I didn't want to use a lot of hot glue. So I just kind of mixed it up in the Mod Podge and just kind of smeared it on the back side of it to make it look like it was snow in the sky. Then I'm going to go ahead and glue that Let It Snow sign on the top and then glue all my miniature trinkets to the bottom of that snow, the cotton snow. And just like that, you have a really cute miniature snow scene. And then I just took some more of those fake snowflakes and just drizzled them on the top to make it look like it was a snow effect. And I really love this. It's so cute, so out of my comfort zone, so something I don't think that I would have done before. But I absolutely love how all of these turned out. They were so fun and they're so cute. My son absolutely loves them. He wants to take it apart and play with it, but he can't. So we got to put them around the house or give them away. All right, dolls, that's all I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.